collectors, here we are for another episode of DVT, or whatever it is, number 174. And here we are, we're right into the first week of May here. Spring is here, and I hope everybody enjoyed the Kentucky Derby. That's about the only time I ever bet on anything during the year. And I usually do that because we had some people over, and it makes it more fun if there's some money on the horses. You know how that is. But unfortunately, I bet a horse called Journalism that was the favorite, and it came in second. I should have bet it to place, and I would have won, I guess. But I lost, and congratulations to Sovereignty that did win. So we'll see whether Sovereignty can go on to the Preakness and win that, and then win the Triple Crown at the Belmont Stakes. We'll see. But anyhow, so here we go again, and I just wanted to make a comment. Most of you collectors are familiar with my SS book, but on a sad note. One of the men that was a good friend of mine and helped me tremendously with all of the books I did was a man named Dave Hohaus. Dave was a collector and had a lot of SS daggers, and a very smart man, and he was a great editor, and he was pretty good at finding misspelled words too. So he passed on last week, so I will miss him. So R.I.P. Dave Hohaus. So there we go. It's another friend that's not around anymore. It's really you get older like me, and just about all your friends are gone, and I'm still here. So I don't know what it is, but I'm not complaining though. So all right. And then we had some questions. There we go. With those, we'll go over a couple of questions, I guess. It's always kind of fun, gets things started, but I don't know. Something's wrong. What's wrong, Ob? Oh, we don't have a drink.
You got that right.
I knew there was something wrong here. Yeah, there's two. We got to have a drink. You want a drink, Ob?
Sure.
Sure, yeah. All right, let's dig in here and get some ice out. Yeah, gotta have a little liquid here while we're talking, and that will get you started here, Rob. Do you have anything to eat yet today, Rob?
No.
I had some cereal, so there you go. That'll drop out of there. Okay, that's that, and we need a little of this wham to cut it a little bit. A little for Rob. Okay, here we go. So that's good. We'll give you a little stir, and okay. All right, collectors, here's to you, first of the day. Yeah, that's a goodie. I like that. So we'll just do a couple questions. I won't do a lot of this. I know it takes up a lot of time, but you guys remember on the last episode we had a chained SS that it had been buried since the war, and it was all rusted up and so forth. And one guy wrote, regarding the chained SS, it makes no sense that the handle looks great while the rest is rotten. And that was true. If you remember that, Ob,
Sure.
The ebony grip was still in pretty good shape, wasn't it?
Yeah, but we explained that, didn't we?
I don't know.
The
maybe
nickel
that
fittings
ebony,
and the ebony handle. Yeah,
maybe there's something in ebony that it just doesn't rot like other woods. I don't know. Maybe that's why it's a special wood. I don't know. So you're probably right, sir. I agree with you. That makes no sense that the handles still look great.
Besides, we don't know. The handle could have been sticking out on the ground. Who knows? You know, it's like.
Oh, I guess that's true too. I remember another guy wrote and said, "Boy, this is a great collector starter piece."
Yeah, that'll be the cheapest chained SS you'll ever buy. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. The one good part about that, if you had that as your starter piece, no matter what you got next is going to upgrade it. So,
yeah, you can't. Yeah, you're only going up from there. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's something when people find stuff like that in the ground, and it's really kind of interesting.
Well, somebody will want it too. You watch, you know.
Yeah, I imagine somebody would. I wouldn't, but somebody would.
There you go. Buy the worst stuff, and you always have the.
Yeah, you can always. No problem upgrading this.
Yeah, no, maybe upgrading this one.
Yeah. Well, I got a nice cigar here too. My cigar man said try these. They're really good, but they're a little strong. So I like strong cigars. We'll see. And we'll get that lit up. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm. Well, I think of it too. I did a video with Alex from Russia a short time ago that's now up on Alex's YouTube channel, but it deals with the life and times of myself and Lemmy Kilmeister, Motorhead. So you guys might want to take a look at that video. I think you'll find it interesting. But anyhow, let's see here. Guy says, yeah, I like this one. The guy says, I thought Wittmann was around 50 or 60. I had no idea he was 82. Wow, those 8-ounce curls are working. Is that these things, Ob?
You got it. Yep.
Yeah, okay. Well, maybe you're right. I don't know. But thank you for that. I don't think I look 50 or 60, but if you think that, I'm flattered. Now, what else we got here? Let me see. Please put out cigars around woven materials. We hear that one a lot, don't we?
Yeah,
Everybody gets nervous when I get out a tunic worth several $1,000s, and oh boy, what? So he says, please put out cigars around woven materials. Your boy is really stressing, understandably so. I guess he's talking about you, Ob.
Yeah,
yeah.
I guess so.
I watch all the videos. Thank you. That's from Keith Wagner. So, let's see. This man says, no real Larry this time, boys. He's talking about the last video. I can imagine Tom sitting on the veranda with a cigar and an Imperial having a good read. He's talking about a Luftbook book that came in. And he says, quick question, Tom, are all your items on display or some locked away? I've never seen the RAD on any of your previous videos. Last week I showed a RAD from my personal collection.
Yeah, he's got another warehouse across town. He keeps some really good stuff over there.
Yeah, I do have stuff here and there. Everything's not in the collecting room, but I'm glad you like that RAD, though. Yeah, he says something about it. Do you move items around? I myself don't have a collecting room yet, so all my daggers are in various drawers. Although I do take one out most nights and look and think how lucky I am to have these nice things. Well, that's a nice thing. That's from Steve, YI3. And here's a guy, I'm not sure I approve of this. His name is Treasure Monk. He says the cameraman needs a raise. Oh boy. What do you think about that, Ob?
Yeah.
You think he does too, that cameraman?
Sure.
Oh yeah. Well, okay, so that's all the questions I really want to deal with this time. So maybe we'll do, I have some things to unbox, and I also had some things that came into the office this week that were brought in by people, and I think you'll find them interesting too, and we'll do that after we do the unboxings. That sound okay, Ob?
Yeah. You got your Bob Burns cutter?
Yeah, got the Bob Burns cutter.
Okay.
I think we're all set. I'll start out here. I don't know who this one's from. It's got stuff all over it here, and I don't know whether it's coming from overseas or what it is, or maybe it's a return. I don't know, but I guess the only way to figure it out is to open it up, so we'll do that. Let's see here, trusty Bob Burns cutter. Let's see. Better do it this way. Yeah. Oh boy, there's a lot of stuff here. Wow.
You like that bag?
Yeah, I like the bags. They're all in my bags too. I wonder if this is something that didn't make it to where it was being sent.
I don't think so. Boy, I hope it's not a return. It's going to cost us a fortune.
No, this is all. Yeah, here's. He says, "Here's the 2 SS's and 1 SA for you to sell for me." So there you go. That sounds pretty good.
We can do that.
We can do that. Yeah, that's right up our alley. So we'll see what we got here, Rob. Oh, that's good. That's a lot better than a return. So let's see what we got here, and we'll take them one by one. Move this pop over. Ah, that tastes pretty good first thing in the morning. Well, we'll start with this bag. Aha. Well, this must be the SA he's talking about. Oh, this is an NSKK. Yeah, it's looks quite nice too. You can see the original anodizing underneath the black paint here. So that's 100% original scabbard and so forth. It's really nice. I like that.
Yeah, I like that too.
I like that when you can see that anodizing there. Yeah.
That's a real Johnny V piece there. He likes that too.
Yeah. You collectors know that in 1936. The NSKK was still wearing regular SA daggers, and then they were ordered to paint their scabbards black to make the NSKK look a little different. So we got a nice hilt here, good early fittings. Looks like an NRH group of stamping. So let's see what the blade looks like. Oh.
Wow.
Oh, wow, yeah.
That's crisp.
Yeah, you don't get better than that. Look at the grain in it,
Yeah,
all the beautiful
really
frosting, nice. And yeah, that's a honey. Wow, not too common of a maker either. Kaufman and Son.
Yeah,
look at that blade.
That's a rare maker. Yeah,
yeah, it's not one you see very often.
This man has good taste. That's a
yeah.
rare maker.
And it's got like a crown over a seal.
Yeah, it looks like a family crest almost, you know.
Yeah. But that's a nice dagger. I like that. Glad to have that one. Nothing wrong with that baby. Yeah. You know, for you guys who are looking for an early NSKK, that's the kind you want to...
Where was there a district or gal mark?
Yeah, NRH.
NRH.
I mentioned it, yeah. But you know, when you're looking for an early one like that, you know the scabbard's going to be repainted, but it's kind of interesting when you can see the anodizing underneath of it where it was repainted. So
I would say since the maker, so it's probably initial production when they first did them.
yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. So that's a nice dagger. And let's see what we got next. I like the bags, of course. Yeah, this man took nice care here doing this. It's a nice way to do things.
I guess he didn't trust the bags.
Yeah. Oh, let's see what we got here, guys.
Oh, another beauty.
Yeah, it looks like an acorn too. See the nice cross guards, those really deep accent grooves. That's usually an acorn piece, and the grip looks like an acorn too. I may not be right, but we'll see when we look at the trademark. And look at the scabbard. The anodizing is all there, and there's still a whole bunch of lacquer up on the top part of it. Can you see that? And it's got an early hanger on it. Oh, the reverse of the scabbard's even nicer. This one is well, it's not district stamped. Well, let's see what we got here. Maybe it's not an acorn, but it sure looks like one. Ooh, another really choice blade.
Wow.
Oh,
boy, you ain't kidding. That is nice.
that is really nice. Whew. All the grain in it, and again, all the frosting in the backs of the lettering. And oh, I see what we got here. That's why there's no district mark.
Well, that's a rare one.
This is a rare dagger.
Look at that cross grain too.
What these were original Rome inscribed pieces. See that real early large trademark? That's the first trademark Acorn used. And they were sent back to the factory, and the factory had them for a couple of years, and then they decided to redo them and reissue them as daggers they could sell.
They did a great job.
Did a great job on that, and
Is there a number on that cross guard, Pop?
I will take a look, but
Yeah.
I want to say also you have the RZM on it because they reissued it in 1936. And it's got the Acorn RZM code 94136SS along with the early trademark. These are very difficult to find daggers and very important piece if you're collecting SS's by types.
Yeah, that's the kind of dagger you're showing your buddies your SS collection. Like, oh, but you don't have the early Acorn with the RZM mark, do you?
Yeah, right, yeah.
Like, what's that? You know?
Yeah, there you go, Bob. It
Yep.
does have the early
Sure, yeah.
inspection stamp.
Yeah.
That would have been done when the original early trademark was done.
That's a really rare and nice dagger, I'll tell you. I like that
It
one
is.
myself. Yeah.
It is. The blade is sensational. The amount of anodizing and lacquer on the scabbard is beautiful. The grip, I guess, could be a little nicer, but well, you can't have everything. So that's
I think a lot of people will like that.
yeah, that's a treasure and a very, very hard dagger to find. Wow, how about that? Nice to get stuff like that unexpectedly.
You have one of those in your collection?
In fact, I don't. Maybe I do now.
Right.
Yeah, you never know. I've only had, I would say, over all these years, maybe half a dozen of those is all I've ever seen.
I got to tell you, I don't remember ever seeing that before. That's incredible.
Yeah, we've had them, and
In that condition? I doubt
well,
it.
that condition is that condition is really, really good. And we got one more here.
Let me guess. SS?
Gee, how'd you know? Let's see here.
How did you go through the order there? Just by chance?
Just by chance, yeah. Just by chance. You know, I think you're right, Ob. Whoa.
Oh
another
my God!
SS.
Yeah. No, it's not. It's not chained though.
No, but this one's got a period repainted scabbard on it. But the mounts are still nice. The ball is really good. The other side looks about the same. We can see this is a District 3 marking on the cross guard. And the grip is actually quite nice. It's very, very nice. Nice fittings. So let's see what we got here. Pretty good blade too.
Yeah, I'll say.
It's a pretty good blade, yeah. This is just smudged from being in the scabbard. The oil on it, all the grain is in there too. Yeah. Wow, let's see who made this baby. Oh, it's a Gottlieb Hemisphere. This is all just grease from the scabbard. That blade looks like it's mint to me. So that's a nice piece too, and
Should open that one first.
yeah,
Yeah, before the other one, I mean.
yeah.
That's nice though.
It's
Very
still nice.
Yeah.
It's a shame the scabbard had to be repainted, but I guess the original wearer, he didn't want to look sloppy, and the anodizing was worn out. You can still see the anodizing under there, though. See all that gray? That's the original anodized scabbard finish.
I wonder why they did it though. You know.
It probably was starting to look worn or light in some areas, and a lot of people did it, though, because you see an awful lot of these that were repainted.
Did they ever issue it without an anodized scabbard, just a painted scabbard?
Not on these real early ones. They were all anodized.
So the RZMs, I mean, stuff like that.
Well, no. When 35 or so came around, when they stopped making the district markings on the cross guards, which was the initial run.
35?
35, and around the end of 35, you'll see SS daggers without the district marking and painted scabbards. All right, here we're going to go to the next box, but Ob ran out of drink here. I don't know how that happened.
I keep telling you, too much ice.
Is that what it is?
Yep.
Doesn't really matter as long as we got some to fill the bill. That's all that really matters. And yeah, I'm kind of glad we're turning over to May, and we got Andrew Gates' nice calendar, and my goodness, my Guinness. And there's a seal drinking Guinness, and the guy chasing after him. Boy, that's some strange stuff there.
Looks like you poured it and the seal took it.
Yeah. That's a good one.
I like May. May's the best month of the year.
Yeah, it is nice. It's
in
not
Jersey,
too hot
anyhow.
yet. It's just nice weather, and
In Jersey, it goes from living in Alaska to living in Vietnam, and May's the only thing you get.
yeah, if you're lucky.
If you're lucky, yeah.
Well, I don't know what we got here. This again looks like it's coming from overseas or something, but I don't know. Feels it's awful heavy. I can't imagine what it is. Well, we'll open
Looks
it
like
up
a
and
book.
see what it is. It does look like a book. Well, let's see. Bob Burns Cutter's doing a job here. Yeah, it certainly is a book.
I think we got a promo here going. Somebody put out a new book.
I don't know. Let's see what this book says here. Wow.
Looks like somebody beat you to it.
Wow. Look at this.
Yeah.
A book on essays and NSKKs. Wow. Finally somebody got one done. This man's name is M.G. White-May.
I think that he's putting out books before, this person.
I don't
know that name,
recognize his name. There's nothing here. I guess he just sent this to me out of the goodness of his heart.
He's like, here you go, Wittmann. Here's how it's done.
Here's how it's done, yeah.
Oh, there's nothing in there.
So far, there's 3 pages of the book. Yeah.
That is hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was
There we
empty.
go, yeah. So there
Look,
we go.
45 out of 50, so...
Wow. He only did 50 books.
50 bucks.
Wow. Oh, look at these pictures and all. Wow, this looks really nice.
Sure does. Boy,
Look at
that's
there.
something.
Look at these pictures. Wow. Beautiful.
Herman Schneider. I think he's just going through. Looks like he's going through the makers.
I think he's doing more than that, but he's certainly showing a lot of makers. Boy, this looks like a nice book. Wow.
Oh, she turned that back. That was really cool.
Yeah. Wow, this is fantastic.
Is there a note or anything?
Not that I've seen so far.
Boy, that looks like a wonderful book.
Yeah, it really does. There's no dedication or anything in it, is there? Or...
Printed in Australia. How about that? Oh,
Oh.
am I correct? What does that say? Yeah, Australia.
Yeah. Oh, it's funny we wouldn't know anything about it, huh? Maybe some of you other collectors have heard of this, but the first I've heard of it. Boy, what a wonderful book. Wow. Looks like some really interesting things. That's nice with the room ground out and the full one next to it. And it looks like this man has done some major effort here. Wow,
Does
there's
he,
a Bruder Heller with a full room.
Does he annotate whose dagger it is? Like from the Tom Whitman collection or anything like that?
I don't see anything like that here. This picture.
Picked by Mita. I see that. Wow, that's a great book.
Looks like it, yeah. Well, I'll have to take a day and go through this.
Yeah, there you go. So
Yeah, there are some. That's just a pick spot.
pictures. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, how about that? Well, this man deserves some real credit here. Oh, here's some tag daggers. Well, I'm really glad to see this. Tigers. Ah, there's my favorite kinds of grips.
Tigers. Yeah, they're nice.
Wow, that's a cool one too. Well, he's really done a job here. We're just, of course, just flipping through, but this is going to take many days of...
Well, there's only 50 of them out there, Pop, so...
Yeah, wow. Well, we ought to do something to acknowledge this man here. This is his... what is his name? White May. M.G. White May. White-May. A collector's gallery, he calls it.
Very nice. First
And,
edition, 2025, printed in Australia.
And maybe there's some contact information there that if people want to...
Cover and design layout by Aftermath. So,
Yeah,
Aftermath.
first print edition, March 2025. This is number 45 of 50. Isn't
no
that
signature
nice?
though, huh?
No, and no nothing that I see.
Well, he made the video. I think that's what he was going for. So,
That's just a blank piece of paper. How about that? No warning, no nothing, and a wonderful book like that.
well, thank you, Mr. White May.
Yeah.
It's very nice. There you go, Bob. Your favorite in-wear photos, and that looks like a Christmas dagger too. And
Yeah.
look at that.
Yeah, that does look like a Christmas dagger. Well, this is going to be a real sensation with collectors. It would be nice if we knew how to get it, but I'm sure we'll find out. So there we go.
Can you hold it up one more time?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's really... he says on the back here over 1,000 high-quality photos and illustrations, origins and history, manufacturer's info, price guide, fakes and repro guide, rarity guide, care and storage by Aftermath Publishing. And here is a website, it looks like. You think that's the way you could contact them?
I don't think it's there for
Yeah.
people not to.
So we can get a good picture of that.
That's 2025. That's a nice book with a lot of time and effort.
Great book, and with no warning. I didn't even know it was being done. How about that, huh? Wow.
I can't believe there's only 50 of them. I guess 50 first editions, then they'll unleash them on the public.
That may be, yeah.
I'm surprised there's not a little note inside, though, you know?
Yeah, he's going to give me a book like this, unless he's going to send me a bill, maybe.
Well, you said you liked it, so
Yeah.
you owe me a G.
Well, that's, I can't wait to delve into that. It really looks like a wonderful book. Sorely needed, too. With, you collectors know that essays and NSKKs have really been hot the last few years, and going to get hotter even, so a book like this is just fantastic. Well, I like that a lot.
Yeah, me too. I like that too. Very nice.
Yeah, very, very nice. Now let's see what we got next here. Oh, we're getting all kinds of surprises here, Rob. Stuff we had no idea. Oh well. Doesn't it seem amazing that someone would do that amount of work and spend that amount of money and not say anything about it or advertise it anywhere? Or
I believe he just did.
yeah, but there's a lot better places to advertise it than just to me. I mean, it helps, but
Well, you know, just like anything else, Dad, you think everybody's into this stuff and they're not.
yeah, I guess that's maybe what it is. But
It's like somebody
but
walking.
then just to send a book like that, I mean, it looks like a magnificent piece of research.
Yeah, it
and not
does.
even tell you that it's coming or that he did it or anything.
I mean, we've been in this so long, and like some guys walking down the street with an armband, 99% of the people would be like, "Oh my God," and we'd be like, "Oh, that's a nice Christ lighter." Does that have an RZM tag in it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the way stuff is. Now this bag here, this guy's got a little note here. He says, "Thanks for all the videos. I've seen each one several times. Entertaining and educational. Keep them coming. Enclosed is a gilded luft." Let's see what that looks like.
That sounds like the letter. That sounds like the letter I sent to Jenna Hayes.
Oh boy. Oh, let's see what this looks like. This man has a lot of stamps. They're just all over this thing.
Oh man.
Boy. He must work in the post office and
Or at a pawn shop or something like that. Yeah.
let's see what we got here. There we go.
How's that stogie? Too strong?
No, it's not. He said the Cellar said it was strong. It's not really, but it is quite good. Yeah, it's quite good. It's only a $12 cigar, but it's really good. Wow, I'm liking this. Let's see what we got here, collectors.
It's gotta be an Eichhorn with that gilding on there.
No,
No?
no, not with that. It's got an
Oh,
SMF
yeah,
scabbard, and boy, look at the gild on that.
Yeah.
Wow,
That's
beautiful.
what jumps out.
Really jumps.
Looks brand new.
Look at the amount of darkening that's still on the reverse of the crossguard too. SMF scabbard. Well, it's an SMF pommel too. I hope it's an SMF. Boy, look at that blade too. It's got a little oil on it, but it's pretty nice. Yeah, it is an SMF.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, that's a. The blade's not full mint, but it's not bad at all. The outside of the dagger is really, really nice. So.
It's a great SMF example. Can
Yeah.
I see the maker on it, Pup?
Yeah.
A lot of oil on it, though.
Yeah, there's a lot of oil. I guess I could, if I had a paper towel, I could wipe some of that off there. But yeah, okay. We found a rag and wiped the blade off. The SMF blades were always nickel plated, so usually they hold up pretty well. This one looks okay. It's got a couple spots on it, but it's not bad. But the condition of the rest of the dagger makes up for a lot, though. Boy, those gilded swazes.
Spin that grip real slow. It turns real. It's really dark on the front, then it lightens up on the back, which is odd.
Yeah. No, that's a nice dagger.
Yeah.
And we like that. This is coming from Charlotte, North Carolina. Let's see what this is here. Whether this is anything else or just a piece of paper. Yeah, just a piece of paper. All right. That's good, sir. The check's in the mail. Yeah, I like that piece. Happy to not like an SMF dagger with those kind of gilded swazes.
I think it's wonderful.
So that's good. Let's see, we got another thing here. Let's see what we got here. This is coming from our man in New Hyde Park. He sends us something every week, doesn't he? Seems like it.
I think he likes to participate in the videos.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Yeah. Well, let's see what we got here. No, this isn't as easy as it looks. Oh, there it is.
Just use your Bob Burns cutter. Be done with it. As long as it's not a flag or a tunic.
Yeah. No.
Got away with it? Okay, good.
Let's see what we got here.
What do you got there, Pop?
Well, he's got a whole list of things here.
It's like documents, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, there's a, let's see, this looks nice, huh? Beautiful thing. I guess it's a promotion. 21st November 1938. Boy, that really looks like an original Goering signature too. But Hans Dietrich Munter. He's promoted to Oberleutnant in der Luftwaffe.
Let me say it real fast.
Yeah, that's a beautiful document. I like it. See the embossed eagle and all.
That signature, maybe. I'll have to look at it.
Boy, it
better.
sure looks like it, doesn't it?
It's, yeah.
And because it's early,
Just
it's
be careful because
possible.
there's a piece of tape behind it. I don't want to get it stuck to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right here.
But look at
Rip the head off of the eagle.
yeah. Look at that nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
eagle on the car.
Hey, you
That's-
know, I haven't seen that before. It's
That's really
uncommon.
You see the documents, but all the
Yeah.
cover and everything. That's really.
That's a different eagle. It's not even a Luftwaffe eagle, though. That's the odd thing
that's
about
it.
it.
But that's a very nice thing. I like that. And German SS Troopers Award document and folder for Social Welfare Medal. Okay, let's see what we got here. I didn't know that SS troopers were into winning social welfare medals, but there you go.
They were very involved in the community.
Yeah. Well, I know they solicited lots of donations, but where they went, I don't know. But wow, this looks like it's. This probably is original
I
too.
believe so. Yes.
A gold eagle on there. Yeah, look at that. We got a document inside. And he is indeed an SS man, an Unterscharführer, 16th SS Panzer Grenadier, Division of Reichsfuhrer SS, the Social Welfare Medal. How about that?
What do you think about that signature?
I think it's printed. Looks real though, doesn't it? Boy, it looks real.
I see that a lot with that bottom one too.
Well, Meissner is
Yeah.
he was in charge of all the money in the party, so he's on everything. But gee, that's a nice thing too, isn't it, Ob?
Sure.
Especially with the original folder here and all too. Very, very nice.
Oh, UN documents.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I think you're right though. That is definitely the original envelope it came in.
Yeah, I think it is too. There we go. Right back in you go, buddy. That's nice, you know, that really preserves it well. So that was all in here.
Good stuff today, Pop.
Yeah. Yeah, I like everything so far.
What's the third thing there? You just skipped over it.
Well, this thing here, you mean, you're talking about, or?
I thought there was something else in there, but I guess not.
No. And then let's see what's in this envelope.
It looks like a Vice Chancellery Inner Office memo.
Yeah. Well, let's see what we got here, guys. You know, for you guys that collect documents like that, those are really nice, what we've seen so far. Let's see what we got here. I'm not sure how this opens up here. I see what this is. These are things that were issued through the Craft Through Joy Freude, the organization that set up for everybody to have a vacation. And this was all run by Dr. Lay. And there's the Hamburg America line, the ship. Kraft der Freude. The organization, I know of 2 ships that they had, but they're acting like they had about 6 of them. I don't think they had that many, but maybe they were going to if time permitted.
I'll
Which
tell you, these are well kept.
Yeah, the Wilhelm Gustloff. A lot of people were killed on that ship. Yeah, so as I was saying, through the Strength Through Joy program, I knew of 2 ships that they had, and one of them was indeed the Wilhelm Gustloff, and this looks to be a menu or a schedule of what's going on the ship with different time zones and so forth. That's a pretty nice thing to have saved. And incidentally, too, the Wilhelm Gustloff, towards the end of the war, the Germans wanted to get some of the civilian population out of Germany with the way the cities were being bombed and so forth. And the Wilhelm Gustloff ship, they loaded up with German citizens. I think there was about 2,500, 3,000 people. They took off in the North Sea, and the Russians torpedoed the ship, and just about everyone was killed. I mean, real tragedy. So let's see what else we got here.
I'll tell you, whoever kept them, they looked like they were printed yesterday.
Yeah, they're really nicely done. And this is interesting too, because I know what happened to that ship. You know, the ship was used for marine vacations to give to people that worked in the factories in the German government, and it was really a nice program. And this is the same firm under Dr. Lay that was also producing the Volkswagen and all that.
It's got
kind
a
of stuff.
DAF.
Yeah,
insignia,
it's DAF branch. Here's something else here, the German work front, and then I see the Strength Through Joy flag here too, so this must have been something, Zerzy, so we're talking, yeah, this is a Wilhelm Gustloff schedule of what was going on. Wow, it's amazing that these things still have...
So what happened to that ship? They torpedoed it? Or?
Torpedoed it, sunk, and
Russian sub.
Russian sub, and just about everybody died. It was just terrible. One of the worst recorded passenger ship disasters ever happened.
Wow.
Much worse than the Titanic, even. Let's see what we have here. This is another. Wow, it's another Gustloff. Wow, these are great collectibles. My goodness, especially when you know what happened to that ship. Wow. See the Strength Through Joy emblem there. It's the same as on the flag here. That was the organization. And here's another one. Again from the Wilhelm Gustloff. Really cool.
Boy, I mean, they're brand new and they're mint.
Yeah. And this must have been something they... Well, 1935, that's earlier than the Strength Through Joy program, so I don't really know what this is. Well, that's something I'll have to look through. I find these ship rosters extremely interesting. I guess if you think about it, it's maybe not so rare that the people wouldn't have kept these things that traveled on that vacation ship, you know. So, but that's the first time I've seen them. So I think that's quite nice. And let's see what else is in this folder here. Whoa, here we go. Here's a. This looks like a menu. Yeah, sardines and tomatoes.
Oof.
Yeah. Sauerbraten mit Bockwurst und Kartoffel. And Kartoffel is potatoes.
What do you think's going on here? There's an American flag with a Nazi flag. You don't see that too often.
No, you don't.
And it looks like a Munich flag. Is that Munich?
But remember, though, the Hamburg was an international line. Hamburg, America.
So that's a Hamburg flag.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the seal of Hamburg.
Yeah,
You know,
okay.
I've seen that on other flags, but
Yeah,
they even have corned beef and cabbage.
Your favorite.
Yeah, it is my
How would
favorite.
you like that sardine and what is it? Tomatoes?
Yeah, I would like that, absolutely. Herring salad, I would like that too.
Man.
Yeah. Sour pot roast with stewed fruit. So they had to look like
How
a
much?
nice... it was included in the fare of the ship,
I
you know
see,
how the ships
okay.
were. So that's a really nice thing too. There are people I think that collect a lot of things that have to do with old ships and all.
What's that biting noise?
There's a dog down here named Jack. What are you doing, Jack?
Is that Jerk?
You got cardboard in your mouth, Jack? There's Jack for you guys. Yeah, you being a good boy? Yeah, you little devil, you. Yeah, you're a nice fella. Don't get a hold of those SS daggers, Jack. We're certainly not going to put this stuff down on the floor. Here's something from Hitler. I'm not sure of the translation here. Hochzeit is a wedding, is it not? Yeah. Maybe a golden wedding anniversary. Yeah, 50 years. It's a form maybe that Hitler issued to people that were married for 50 years.
Something? Wow.
Isn't that something? Wow.
What do you think about the signature?
Yeah, well,
what do you think?
No, it's probably a stamp, but a beautiful document, though.
No problem. Look at that.
It looks like this woman was apparently given this this document. It's awarding her the Mother's Cross, but I don't think it's a Mother's Cross award. It's a letter from a Ortsgruppenleiter. Looks like a man named Cellar. That perhaps was just writing a letter congratulating her.
Are you sure about that? I mean,
No, I'm not. I'm just saying.
I think that she probably went from silver to gold, or does it say
it's
anything
probably
about Kinder or anything like that?
Let's see. Well, you know what? Take a good picture of it, and maybe my friend
David Goldsmith.
David Goldsmith can
Sure.
Can tell us what that says, because it may be a very interesting letter. You would think maybe it is a gold one or something like that. Given her age, it doesn't look like she was having her first baby.
I did look through a book I was putting up for sale the other day, and they had a gold Mother's Cross in there with diamonds, which I've never seen before.
Never seen that, no.
It was awarded to a mother for 16 children. How about that?
That's crazy. Wow. Yeah, there's more things here. The Mother's Cross to Maria Martins. I forget what that woman's name was. Maybe it doesn't say on here whether it's the same woman. I don't know.
Boy, I just can't wait for that ash to drop on those documents.
Oh, it's not. Yeah, these are just different award documents for Mother's Crosses. It's 3 different ones.
Boy, the Third Reich was thorough, weren't they?
They were, certainly with stuff like this, because it was very important that German mothers have children, because Hitler was looking for a huge population someday, and all to be trained as he expected, you know. So it's unusual, I guess, but that was the theories of the day, and that was the reason for instituting the Mother's Cross too, to encourage more births. So what do we have here? And this is another document here. I'm not sure with medal. I'm not sure what this document is for. It's to a Obertruppführer medal for. Oh, it's just a service medal, I think. But that's nice. And Schatzensweisung der Deutschlandreich. Über 1,000 Reichsmark.
Stock certificate, maybe?
Could be. Could be. Well,
Let me see that again. I like that. It's interesting.
yeah, it's this may. He calls it a Reichsmark treasury bill.
Treasury bill. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So I think that's the grouping in here. But gee, what's some? Aren't they interesting things though, Bob?
They haven't seen daylight ever. I'll tell you that much.
They're so well
are just-
preserved.
They look
and,
brand new. Yeah.
I mean, just studying this kind of stuff, you can really get a sense of what was going on with the population at the time and their feelings about things, like, you know, these Mother's Crosses and all, very important stuff.
No, it's even more important. I need another drink.
Yeah, that is important. Well, we may have missed a thing or two in there, but I think
Yeah.
you guys got the gist here. This is some very, very nice things and
Immaculate condition.
immaculate condition, very well preserved. I like everything. I also like the Strength Through Joy
Yeah.
ship menus and
Yeah, it's almost like having something, well, from the Titanic or something so famous, you know?
yeah. It's just I'm guilty of never reading anything till after.
Tom, can you sell these repro menus?
Oh, he says SS a Word document and folder, 2 Word documents to a Luftwaffe officer and folder, 2 Word documents to an Obertroopführer, 50-year wedding anniversary award document. That's nice. 3 Word documents for Mother's Cross and photo, various cruise ship information, 1,000 Reichsmark treasury bill. So there you go. That's some, and then at the bottom it says send a check.
How much
I'm
you think?
happy to do. There's some nice things there.
I think I'd like to invest in that Reichsmark treasury bill.
Yeah, let's see if we can cash that in.
Yeah, it's gonna. Yeah, we'll go to Munich,
Yeah.
Berlin. Yeah.
Yeah. Went to the Deutsche Bank and said,
Yeah.
look, I want to get my 1,000 Reichsmarks for this.
You find an old guy. Oh yeah, we kept the house warm with those.
Yeah, right. That's about it. Yeah. Oh my.
Can I have another drink, please?
Uh-huh. Well, we got one more box, and then I'll show you the stuff that came in this week that walked in the door. Sometimes things that walk in the door, I think, wow, I'm glad my door's open, because it's there's some thrilling things that I'll show you in a couple minutes.
What'd you get? A couple of HJ armbands or something with RZM tags?
Better than that, Ob.
Yeah.
Better than that. Well, you'll see. But we got one more box to open before we get to that. Well, I'm kind of enjoying this because there were really interesting things, weren't they?
Amazing. You truly are blessed. Your cup runneth over.
Yeah. Well, let's see what this last box is here before we get to what come in. It's a pretty big box. Kind of heavy. This is coming from Mackenzie, Tennessee. You ever hear of that place, Ob?
No, I have not.
No, I have not.
Sounds like a nice place, though.
Oh, let's see what we got here from Mackenzie, Tennessee. A lot of collectors in the South, aren't there? Seems like we got a lot of stuff from the South. Well, from Florida, a lot of it too. But wow, what do we got here? I did a letter. I am enclosing 6 knives for you to sell.
Butter knives, or
I don't know. I have spoken to the lady in your business, and I understand you charge blah blah blah. Okay, all right. We'll get back to you on that. Okay, let's see what we got here with this. I'll put this on the floor, I think, and there's several things in here. Start out with looks like a couple of nice dagger bags. Let's see what we got here, guys. Ah, well, there we go. That looks like an Eichhorn Luftwaffe to me.
pin backwards.
At least by the scabbard, in the scabbard backwards, yeah. But it looks like a decent dagger.
If I had $1 for every time they aim backwards, amazing.
Beautiful blade. Really beautiful. Plated blade. Wow, look at that. No, it's an SMF. It's in the wrong scabbard.
Yep.
But that's okay. We could maybe work that out. But that's a very nice piece.
So we really don't know who this gentleman is. He talked to Debbie, and that's it. Good.
Yeah. Let's see. I'll just put this in here. Another bag here.
Oh, well, he knows who we are.
Yeah, he obviously does. Yeah. Yeah. There's another.
That's a little
Decent.
pot metal there, isn't it?
No, it's
Yeah.
generic kind of stuff. It's nice white grip. It's a later dagger. Oh, beautiful blade though. Really nice. See the grain in that and all. It's a very fine blade, fine scabbard. Oh, this is a WMW. That's why it's in generic fittings.
Yeah.
W&W didn't really make anything. But that's pretty nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very nice.
Yeah. Okay, and let's see what else we got here. Another good bag.
I'm thinking this is probably a relative of a collector. That's what I'm thinking.
I don't know.
Just the way the letter was stated.
This is a generic A. Fittings in the scabbard backwards, of course.
Of course.
Yeah, but the fittings are really nice. Still got lacquer on the scabbard.
I like the grip.
Yeah, it looks like it's in a WKC scabbard. But let's see what we got here. Yeah, another choice blade. Well, I can see this man didn't buy anything unless the blade was mint. That looks like it was his criteria. This is another WMW, so you can expect to find any kind of fittings on it. So that flies with the WKC scabbard.
Gives you a pass, right?
Yeah, it gives you a pass, yeah.
But just put it in the correct way.
Right. And then there's another one here. Yeah, this is another generic A piece in the scabbard backwards. Decent knot.
I don't understand such things.
Yeah. Well, I like the grip. It's nice. Let's see what we got here. Oh, this blade's not as good as the other ones, but it's okay, I guess. That's a Spitzer. Don't see many of them.
Gustav, right?
Yeah. W. Gustav Spitzer.
It's a good name.
Yeah, it'd be a good name for a company.
Yeah.
What's the name of your company? W. Gustav Spitzer.
Heating and air
What would you
conditioning.
like to buy? Yeah, heating and air conditioning. Yeah.
And soon.
And sewn, yeah. Yeah, well, those are, so there you go.
Good stuff, you know.
Yeah, all basic stuff, but good stuff. And there's a couple more things in this box. Another nice bag. So it looks like it's all daggery, Ob. Well, here we have a Luftwaffe. This is it's going to have to be a pack dagger.
It's rather bulbous grip.
Yep, and look how big the bands are.
everything.
Those are pack things, but the one thing you can really tell, if it's not a pack, there's something wrong with the blade, but the two circles around the swaz, if the camera can get in there, see those little dots in there?
Yeah.
Only pack did
Only
that.
Pack did
Only
that,
pack did that. So we would hope to see a pack dagger
It's
here.
not glass, is it?
No, it's just a nice orange grip.
Really nice.
Real
Can
substantial
you spin
piece.
it though, real slow, to see if it changes at all?
Yeah, it's pretty much the same color. Let's hope it's a pack. Oh, beautiful blade. Wow, love
That's a
that
nice
blade.
dagger.
Yeah,
I like that one.
yeah. Let's hope it's a pack. Oh, there we are. It is.
Yeah, that's a pack.
Yep. Siegfried Waffen. So with collectors, if you look at those two little dots between those two circles, you can almost take that to the bank.
Yeah, when they put that different maker mark on their thing, it's bigger than most you ever see.
The Siegfried Waffen
yeah,
mark.
The Siegfried Waffen.
Well, this started about 1938, and I would say that they were using up earlier fittings. The second looks only came out in 37, but these are the initial production fittings, because later packs you may not necessarily see these nice...
yeah, we usually just see the one with the guy holding the hammer, you know, and that's it.
Siegfried Waffen, yeah.
And that one's a little different.
Yeah. But that's for somebody that wants really a nice, substantial piece, that's terrific. And the blade was just... couldn't be beat.
It's a nice dagger. I like that one.
And here's one with a generic B crossguard in the scabbard backwards also.
Of course. Maybe we're wrong. Everybody else is right.
We're wrong, yeah. Yeah, these must have been worn from the right side, not the left side. All those pictures in there are wrong.
Yeah, well, I think we're wrong.
We're wrong, yeah.
We've been defeated.
Nice fittings, though. Look how nice and detailed they are, and a nice patina. And let's see what we got here. Oh. Ding! Another killer blade.
Yeah, nice stuff.
That's a plated blade, too. Who the heck is that? Oh my. Emelvoos. No wonder it's so nice.
Yeah, it looks top notch.
Yeah. That's why it's plated, too. It's by Voos. So, yeah, that's a nice, a bit daggery, but that's a nice box of daggers. You like that, Bob?
Of course, very nice stuff.
Okay, we'll put them away, and next we'll get to the things that came in to the office this week. Okay, that's that box. Get him out of here. And all these daggers came in from the same man. And there's some really nice ones. It's mostly armies, but they're worth looking at if you collect armies by types. This beautiful thing.
Got full rig there.
Full rig. It's a later made piece, but look at that glass grip.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful, and beautiful straps. But that grip is terrific. You know, you don't see the glass grips that they don't have chips or cracks.
Chips or anything. How do you know? They got a Porta-P on there.
I looked. It's okay. And then it's a beautiful blade too.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful blade. And there's a maker everybody likes. Tiger.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's a.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
That's a high class.
Hold on a second. Just put it down for a second.
That's a high class piece. Even though it's late, you can tell it's late because the plating is that grayer look than the silvering.
And the motto too, right?
Yeah, the motto. The Tiger's bigger on the earlier ones and all, but still, it is what it is, and straps are nice too.
That's in good condition. That's a nice dagger.
Yeah, it really is. So that's one of them. Got a few here, guys. Okay, here we go. Here's a. When you look at this, for you guys that know, this is that real early Eichhorn eagle, and the early bands that they did on the Eichhorn scabbards.
How do you
they're more convex, meaning that the oak leaves stick out more than they do on the later type. If you compare the two, you see the difference real easily. But maybe we can do that in a minute. But it's got a nice grip and porta-peon straps on it, and a beautiful blade. Really nice blade. So grain in it and so forth. And there's a 1933 through 35 trademark. So that's really a really nice piece that you very seldom see. The scabbard, though, is not brass, so it wasn't initial production, but pretty close to it. At least I don't think it's brass. Yeah, the one thing I was saying with this dagger, that it's got the early scabbard, but it's not brass. And one way you're going to know too is it has the one screw in the back that Eichhorn adopted after a year or so. The real early ones have a screw on each side, so yeah, you would know right away that it's not the earliest. But yet there's that. It was right at the end of that trademark, you know. So it's and his hangers are super too on it.
Do you think they thought they were losing money for that second screw?
Well, I'll bet you Eichhorn probably produced 25 or 30,000 army daggers, and one little thing like that, you know, it's two Finnigs or something, but it all adds up.
Why use two? We can do one. Just put it in the center.
Well, you know, the Germans were thrifty. What wasn't necessary wasn't to be used. Okay, here we have another one here.
Real beauties, huh?
Yeah, and this is another early Eichhorn, and this one has a glass grip. It's really beautiful, and look at that eagle, and the convex type bands. It tells you it's an early scabbard, but not the earliest, because it has the single screw in the back, and then we can see that it has the 35-41 trademark. So this dagger was probably made about 36, I would say, something like that. But with the glass grip and all, it's really quite beautiful.
Good shape too. It's not chipped or anything. It's
no, it's which with glass grips, you just, you know, they're chipped or they're cracked.
Why would you even want to do a glass grip? I mean, seriously, I can understand ivory, but a glass grip?
I think it was just a one company that sold them, and that's what you got, you know. And it's not really glass. We call them glass, but it has the look of glass. And it is some kind of really fragile material, though, because it doesn't hold up. And one more here. You're probably getting sick of looking at these things, but here we have another real early piece.
That's that nice slant grip.
With a slant grip. Yeah, this is initial production too, with those the early bands and that early eagle. There is a difference in the eagles. It's really hard to see, but I think this eagle is slightly earlier than that one, but it's just a little subtlety in the beak, you know, is a little bit different. But
I think you're the only one that notices, Pop, to tell you the truth.
Nah,
we're doing this a long time.
Notice. But what's nice with this one
Joe
too?
P, I guess.
Yeah, Joe Pankowski. Yeah. But the straps that are on this appear original to the piece. These straps are all brass. The buckles, the slides, the top clip are all brass, and you just don't see that. It was too expensive to make. And sometimes all of the silverine will be worn off, and they look like general's hangers, but they're not. Beautiful scabbard on this thing. Look how thin that pebbling is too. It's really nice. See how thin that is?
Yeah, it's very nice.
With a later Eichhorn, See, you see the difference there? This is a little fatter than that is. Again, this was harder to produce, you know, so they went to, and the later ones are more fatter than that, but, and this, that slant grip and all is very desirable, and nice blade on this, and there you go, that's got the 33 through 35 trademark too. Very desirable Army daggers, that whole group. So I like it when I can get stuff like that, and for you guys that collect types and all, you know exactly what I'm showing you here, and maybe some of you have been looking for, oh, I've been looking for that type, and maybe we have it. Then we got one other piece. This piece is pretty interesting too. It's a second luft. The pommel is, I can't identify which producer made it, but it's huge. See how robust that pommel looks?
I would say now Kozo, but I'd be wrong.
No. It's maybe something like Wingen or some crazy, I don't know, but then what is really interesting about
What's the top of the crossguard look like?
It's engraved.
It's
engraved, yeah.
Okay.
But you may not have noticed what's really interesting. The grip is wrapped with triple wire.
Yeah.
I don't ever remember seeing
Let's see if I can get a close up of that.
a dagger like that. That's really interesting.
Well done.
Very well done.
Well, who is it? No maker?
Well, and the scabbard is a pack scabbard. Remember those big bands we showed on another pack scabbard?
Yep.
But I don't think it's a pack dagger though. But a great blade, super blade, and it's a Tiger.
Huh.
Now Tiger bought parts from everybody.
That's the Tiger logo.
That's
like
the early,
yeah,
but that's the early one.
That's a killer. That's
But
a killer.
that grip is just, I don't know why, after all these years, I've never seen, that I remember anyhow, a luft grip with triple wire like that.
I think it's a custom job, Pop. I think this guy ordered that, and he said,
Maybe he ordered it that way. It's not something that he had done. I mean, that's factory all the way, and, so that's an interesting piece,
That's
too.
the best part about this business, the intricacies of these, what they did, you know, it's just
I mean,
amazing.
a little tiny thing, 99 out of 100 people
And most
would
people
never
just think
even
it's a little
notice that,
swaffing, you know?
Yeah.
But,
Most people would never notice that, but
yeah, it's
when
fantastic.
you see that is really...
And it's still there after all this time. No fraying, no back, it's not falling off, you know.
Yeah,
It's,
just
I've
really,
seen
really
some
great.
things before, just like, ugh. But that is...
So this is a very special
that's a nice
Luftwaffe dagger. Very special. I like the way the toning is too, where the crossguard covered the...
that's
upstairs.
always a good thing.
Yeah.
I sometimes photograph that when it's so predominant,
Yeah.
you know, I'm like, oh, you gotta get that.
And the fact that it has fittings that I can identify this as a pack scabbard, but I can't identify this pommel. But again, Tiger wasn't making anything, and even in those early days, they were buying these from...
That's a great thing. That's a rare dagger. I like it.
It is. Actually, every one of these daggers has something special about it. And a lot of them are complete too, which makes it nice. So that was I think that was a very good purchase. I'll set these over here for now. And all right, I'll show you a couple other things that came in here. First off, this is something you almost never see. I've only had a couple of these over the years. This is the first type SS officer belt buckle. and they're made of, it's two-piece construction. They're made of solid nickel, and they only use them for a short time until they went to the standard aluminum ones we know. So these are very, very rare, and this one was, I think all of these were made by O&C, and it's marked with a little RZM there, O&C Gesh Gesh. I've seen others that are marked a little differently, but they're still O&C. So that's an original, extremely rare, and certainly the highlight of a belt buckle collection. So that's kind of cool. See what else I got here that I think you'll like. Let's see here. This is really something collectors. Let's see if I can get this out. Oops, there it goes.
That's great.
Everything's padded, so it doesn't matter. What we have here.
What you got there, Papa? SS ring? Looks like to me.
Yeah, I'll just take this tag off here so we can see what it is. This was a walk-in.
Christopher Walken?
Christopher Walken, yeah. This ring is in magnificent condition. It still has the original lacquer on it.
Just hold it there for a sec. Can you tilt it a little towards me? Yeah.
It's
Give it a spin.
it's just the condition is fantastic. And what it is, you know, occasionally SS people lost their ring, and this man was originally awarded his SS ring back in 1936. So this is a replacement ring that was made for him, and it's got the original 36 date, but this ring was made in 1944 as a replacement.
What do you mean a replacement?
He lost his ring.
Ah, come on.
Yeah, no, that happened. And what comes with the ring that's so outstanding, I think, if I can find it here, oh, I gotta find these other pieces. Just one sec here. Cut me off for a minute, Albert. Oh, here it is here. I'm sorry. No, I'm all right. I'm all right.
What's it gonna be?
Okay. What comes with a ring? The ring, incidentally, is named to an SS man by the name of Brum, B-R-U-M-M. And this is an original letter sent to the Frau of Paul Brum, because he was out in the field. It's dated August 26, 1944, and in the letter it says they're sending the replacement ring for him, and
That's why it's replaced. Okay.
that's why
Now it
it's
makes
so.
sense. Okay.
And she was instructed to give him the ring when he got back, but whether he ever did or not, I don't know. I kind of think that he did not.
No, I think he was killed in action, and that's why.
Exactly, and and he was a Totenkopf. That is the picture of the man. And then, in addition, I looked him up, and I looked him up in the 38 Dean Stalter list. There he is, there, Paul Brum, and he's with that same staff that he was with on the letter here. And what's interesting, it shows that this is 1938. He had his ring then, so he indeed lost it, and this was the replacement. And then as further documentation on it, we have a C of A from Don Boyle. Everybody knows Don Boyle.
Who's that?
Huh?
Who?
Don Boyle. Don Boyle is the foremost authority on SS rings, and he also explains how the ring was a replacement, and says that it's only the fourth example he's ever seen, and it also explains the fantastic condition of it, because poor Broom never got to really wear it. And where is the ring? We lost it. Ah, here it is here. I'll just show this thing again. Just look at the... And it actually does have all the original lacquer still on it.
That's why it's so crisp.
Yeah, yeah.
But it is what it is, and that's
So they made a replacement ring, but yet dated it back to what his original ring was. You can also see where it was put together there, the seal and so forth.
I can try, but I doubt it. Yeah, not what it is.
But what an honor ring that is, huh, guys?
Yeah, it's a killer.
That's really...
You don't see too many of these honor rings anymore. They're very
well
sought after, and
everybody's
they don't last.
Everybody's looking for one, and to have something like this with this incredible documentation with it is just absolutely outstanding. Okay, collectors, we got one more thing that walked in here this week, and we've seen a lot of really, I think, nice things in this opening, but this one is the Larry. I think you'll agree it's the Larry, but I'll show it to you, and sit down in your seat, because this is really something. First of all, this is the first Eichhorn box that I've ever seen. It's an original box. It's still in good condition. Has the Eichhorn seal on it, and inside of the box, as you can see, it'll fit a dagger. Inside of the box is the original
Bubble wrap?
not bubble wrap, the original
Oh yeah, look at that.
paper. So it's my feeling that the dagger was originally issued in this box, and now here's something that is really worthwhile looking at, I think, guys. First of all, I guess if there was ever a reason to wear gloves, this would be the dagger to do it.
But you won't, right?
Well, I don't have any gloves.
Looks like more bubble wrap than me, Pop.
Yeah. Now, I'm only going to touch the handle. I'm not going to touch the fittings.
Jeez.
This dagger is in brand new, absolute brand new, flawless condition. The grip is fantastic. The fittings are absolutely fantastic. This is not cleaned up. The dagger's never really been exposed to age. This is the way it looked when it came out of the factory. The blade is, I've never seen a better blade. And now to really put there it is, just wonderful Himmler inscription. Absolute brand new.
Yeah, that's
Just incredible, and it's marked 1 on the crossguard there, and then of course it has the real early Eichhorn, but the condition of it is just extraordinary. And then to go with it, just a, maybe I'll turn it on the other side here so you get the right, here's a just a remarkable
damn.
just brand new, just absolutely beautiful.
That is what am I even going to say? I mean, forget about it.
That is just incredible. And the other side is just as nice. This has to be the best Himmler that I've seen, that I can remember anyhow. You talk about an investment quality piece, so this is it. It's obviously a dagger that nobody
investment
would ever.
quality. You're not going to beat this one. I mean, that is pure
It's not
mint.
something you would ever put in the scabbard again either, you know.
No, you can't.
And then the box that apparently it came in too.
What? No bag, no tag.
No, no.
I think this was issued and put away, and that's it. Boy, that is a beauty pop.
It was certainly never worn.
Now you have one in your collection, don't you?
Yeah, but not
as nice as this.
Mine is nice, but this is I've never seen one this nice. It just is extraordinary. Just look at that, collectors. Absolutely the best of the best.
Is that the Larry?
Yeah, it's the Larry. Yeah, and it's got the high-necked eagle on it and so forth, and it just has everything. You know, this is a kind of piece that you can have as a 401k. You know, just
Take it easy.
yeah, take it easy. I guess you're right. I'm not an investment broker, but when I see something of this quality, of this rarity, and this condition, it just screams at you. It's the best of the best. You can never say it's the best one, because there's always a better dagger.
Well, I dare you to find another one.
Yeah, I dare you to find another one. So I thought you'd enjoy seeing that. When the man brought it in, and I took it out of the bubble paper, my heart stopped almost. It's just so remarkable, just absolutely beautiful. Did you get that in the right light and all, where you can really see
It's
the?
really something, I'll tell you, Pop.
That's just incredible.
Is that my Christmas bonus?
Yeah, that's it. There it is. Yeah, yeah. Boy. But
Flip it
that's
over for me one more
yeah.
time, yeah. Boy, that is the nicest one I've ever seen.
Yeah, me too. It does look like it was in the scabbard a couple times, though. I do see signs of runner marks
Good.
on it. But
Good, yeah. There's runner marks in.
Yeah.
Good.
Well, it would have had to have been in this box, because it wouldn't go in there if it's not in the scabbard. So, so there you go, guys. We never know what's going to come in here, and sometimes we get the worst of things, and sometimes we get the best of things. But I think, did we have it was a pretty interesting video, I think. Everything was very collectible, I thought, and we did have a lot of variety. Some of those documents were terrific, I think. And,
Wonderful, yeah. No doubt about it.
We didn't drink all the booze though. There's still some left there, but
We still gonna have time.
so anyhow, there we go, guys, and thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and if we can help you any, send us an email or give us a phone call or whatever, and let's keep this great hobby moving. It's on a scale these days that I've never seen in my time. So I just think it's wonderful. There's so many new people coming into it all the time, which really makes it interesting. So good luck to you all, and we'll see you next week. Thank you for watching.